Hello everyone, I am 22 Tiger Dude with my SpongeBob hat, and joining me is my guest star in the big box, J53518.
Oh, hey everybody, this is J53518 here with you with my good friend, 22 Tiger Dude. And today we're reviewing, judging by his SpongeBob hat, we're talking about the good little sponge himself, SpongeBob.
We're starting it off with the pairing Skill Crane, and then we're reviewing Good Neighbors.
Now let's give our thoughts on Skill Crane. Let's give us a bit of the plot to the audience, shall we?
Yeah, you do the honors of describing the plot.
Because of the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krab is mistakenly mistaken as a contractor for a health inspector, which was referenced in the episode Nasty Patty. Feel bad for that guy. Greedy little crab. Yeah. But he finds out it's a loan for a Skill Crane, which everyone, only SpongeBob, gets addicted to. Patrick, Squidward, being the most ominous one, doesn't feel anything good for it. But as soon as he puts in that quarter, insanity ensues, and he tries to do his best to win a bear. Unknown to him, SpongeBob seems to be the badass at it, and is up to Squidward to conquer his insanity of winning a cute little toy. What do you think, Tiger Dude?
I love the living hell of Skill Crane. One of my favorite episodes of Season 4, no doubt about it. And it's just a hilarious episode. I mean, it's well written in the storyline. It's just well crafted on the humor, because I laughed my ass off nonstop at this episode. And oh my god! And Squidward, he'll do anything just to prove to SpongeBob that he could catch something at Skill Crane. And plus, it's just so damn hilarious seeing SpongeBob getting more than one step down from the Skill Crane. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
More tea, Mrs. Pineapple? I'm just kidding. More tea, Mrs. Nesbit?
So, your thoughts, J5? What do you think?
Chocolate. Anyway. Ooh, chocolate. Ooh, chocolate. Oh shit, sorry. My thoughts on this episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on this episode, it's a great episode. It's a great setup. And Squidward loses his shit over a Skill Crane. A game that you can play at a movie theater for a quarter. A quarter!
And let's just say Squidward does not have a good ending. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he let's say he lets it go into here.
Yeah.
I rate this episode a 10 out of 10. It's perfect. It's funny. It's Squidward.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. This is a well done episode. Really nothing more for me to say other than the fact that it's hilarious, it's well crafted, everything about it is amazing, no flaws with it. So I'm agreeing with J5 as I rate this episode, Skill Crane, a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, we are now to Good Neighbors. This episode is basically Squidward enjoying his Sunday, you know. He's off on the Krusty Krab. Sunday is his day off. So the Squidward... Yeah. So Squidward wants to take it easy, right? And then SpongeBob and Patrick, they want to be good neighbors. But instead of being good neighbors, they end up being bad neighbors. And his Sunday just gets worse and worse. And that's really the whole plot. It's one of those SpongeBob and Patrick annoying Squidward episode days.
Who else but Squidward? He's Squidward. You never really know what he's gonna do next. Shut up, SpongeBob. This is a good episode or two. I do find it lacking that I wish there was more crazy stuff they could do to poor Squidward. Like strap him to a barnacle and fly him halfway through the Bikini Bottom. That would be funny.
That's horrible, man. Hasn't half of the shenanigans in this episode already been enough for Squidward? Like, for Pete's sakes, you actually see his house walking and destroying Bikini Bottom towards the end of the episode.
But you gotta understand, Tiger Dude. He's eating Krabby Patties in just one bite. He's been trapped with SpongeBob in Club Sponge. Hell, he's dealt with the same stuff in Sponge for Hire when he asked for a triple deck over spatula with helicopter and also projectile extra spatula attachment.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And my thoughts on Good Neighbors, J5, I agree with you. This episode is lacking. Like, it's a great episode, and it is a funny episode. But the thing that bugs me about this episode really is SpongeBob and Patrick do get on my nerves in this episode. And like J5 said, it was lacking on the story. And the ending, while kind of funny, kind of pisses me off at the same time. So, so it's a great episode, but it's just not the best. It just could have been better. It's just really lacking.
So I give it an 8 out of 10. Was good, but the ending could have been toned out a better.
Yeah, that's funny. I give this episode an 8 out of 10 too. It's a great episode. Yeah, it's funny, but SpongeBob Patrick kind of get on my nerves, and overall, it's kind of lacking. But definitely for what the episode is, it's enjoyable, and I probably watched this episode like maybe 10 times overall, despite its flaws.
Alright, so I'm glad we could review these episodes of SpongeBob. I'm glad to be on the show, Tiger Dude. This is J53518 saying bye-bye.
And be
Bye.
sure to check out this guy's channel. Subscribe to my channel. Comment to give me your thoughts on the SpongeBob episode. Like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that I will always have